How is it going then, everybody? I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome back to another video here on our channel. I'm the FIFA Analyst, and today I'm going to be talking to you about a few tips that you can take on board to get some more wins this weekend with the Ultimate Team of the Season coming around. So this weekend, what's going to be released is the Ultimate Team of the Season, which is basically the best players of all of the Team of the Seasons put together. So things like Ronaldo, Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, all of them can be put in the same team, which means that the rewards are going to be insane this time next week. So what does that mean for you? It means that we want to get the most amount of wins that we possibly can. If you're looking at making that gold to elite, whether you just want to go to gold from silver, whatever it is, we want to make sure that we're getting the player picks and we're getting the best possible tradable packs that we can get. So that's what we're going to do for you guys today. The first thing that I'm going to talk to you about is something that I actually struggle with quite a bit in FIFA. It's actually concentrating from minute one. Ask yourself how many times, you might even want to make a note of it. How many times do you go down a goal in a game quite early on? For me, it's quite common. I'm sat there reading the Twitch chat while playing, and then I go a goal down and I'm like, okay, I need to focus in now. Whereas if you can just get that goal first, you have a lot more you relax more, you're more comfortable, you're happy that you've gone 1-0 up and you feel more comfortable in your play. Whereas if you go 1-0 down, even in the 30th minute, and then you don't score and you get to like the 60th, 70th, you start to really panic and think, I'm not going to be able to beat this guy. So just enable that full concentration from minute one. You might have your own way to concentrate that may be, zoning in, not listening to the music, listening to the game sound. It might be listening to music, whatever it may be, you need to fully zone in. One of the things that I will speak to you about today, actually, because I get asked it all the time, does it make a difference playing on a TV or a monitor? Now, yes, it does. Playing on an actual gaming monitor will be better than playing on a TV, all to do with response time. So the bigger the response time, the longer it takes for basically what you press on the buttons for it to happen on screen, which obviously can impact even more when you have delay. So if you want links, I do use the BenQ Esports gaming monitor. I will pop a link down to them. They are always in the description. That can take you over to kind of see from there. But do a bit of research. And yes, if you can get a monitor, that would be great. Moving on to our next point will be game management. Now, we talk about game management all the time on FIFA. You guys very much don't pay attention to the clock. Now, I talk about it a lot in my coaching sessions that when it comes to the 40th minute, if you're 1-0 up or it's 2-2 and it's the 40th minute, don't go and, attack and then give away the ball in the 43rd and then get counted on and concede, because then you go in at halftime with a completely different mentality. What you want to be doing here is just knowing that 42nd minute, let's slow it down a bit. Let's wait as it gets close to the 45th. Let's keep it in the middle of the park. Keep moving it around. Keep thinking about where the passes are, not passing into the opponent's passing lane or where the cursor is, and just really focusing in and waiting for the 45th minute. When it gets to the 45th minute, you're now free to attack. Not because 45th minute's a thing, regardless, we had the discussion in yesterday's video, more so that if you give the ball away, the counter-attack gets broken up by the ref blowing his whistle and saying, go and have a cup of tea at half-time, go and get the Jaffa cakes out, whatever it may be. So that's why we need to have that game management. We need to just make sure that we're constantly keeping an eye on that clock. My suggestion is every time you pick up the ball, quick glance to the clock. What time is it? We now know what we need to do. You ask yourself how many times you actually watch the clock on FIFA. It's probably quite rare. And obviously, as it comes to later on in the game, whether you want to have like a defensive tactic where you, instead of having people unbalanced, or you want to bring someone back on defense, or you want to just slow it down so you have possession as your attacking play style, all of that sort of thing can do absolutely wonders to help you see out the game and hopefully do more and get more wins from that. Just think about it, that in the last 10 minutes, how many times you concede a goal. You need to try and cut that out, because when you concede that goal and you go to extra time and now it goes to penalties or whatever it may be, and you now lose, which is a very big kick in the teeth. Now, moving on to something else which is a little bit more about in-game, we're going to talk about being unpredictable. Now, this is going to be solely down to attacking patterns and skill moves, right? The way you become unpredictable is to not go through the middle on every single attack. One of the issues I noticed with you guys in FIFA this year is you attack through the middle. You need to have some versatility. Make sure you're getting those fullbacks involved. Get the CDMs up the pitch. Use the L1, LB button when you play a pass. So they run and they make a run in behind. Make sure you're using the full width, looking to get down the byline for that swept back across, then mixing up and then going through the middle yourself. Having the skill moves that when you play a pass into your striker and he's got his back towards, you know, the goal, having the scoop turn, having the first time fake shot, maybe even an elastico, something to kind of spice it up a little bit. If you don't have skill moves in your locker, the basic ones out there, drag back, ball roll, first time fake shot, and a heel to heel. You don't really need that much else to start off with if you are very new to it. I have done my favourite skill moves on FIFA 20, so I'll put a link up above. I recommend giving that a watch to get more of an in-depth, how do I do them, when do I do them, all that sort of thing. But you definitely need to add that unpredictability in. How can you kind of do this? This is honestly going to be by watching some of the most best players in the world with being unpredictable and having their versatility in attack. So whether it's watching pro players, streamers that like to skill, and just anyone that moves the ball around fairly quick. Now, what a lot of you guys do, you take the tips on of these videos and you play the way you're facing, and you make sure your passes are accurate and you're getting the high pass accuracy. But then what you lose is that unpredictable in attack and that ability to move the ball around efficiently. What I want you to do sometimes in the final third is to actually one-touch pass, first-time pass, and make sure that the passes you're playing are there, but and grabbing that tempo. Now, if everyone just walks with the ball and dribbles and doesn't really move the ball around quick, and they go, I'll have the ball, it's gonna be very hard for you to score. You have to sometimes go, right, up the tempo, let's go. I always recommend every third or fourth attack, up that tempo, get going, send the men on a run, play a couple of little first-time pass, see if you can break the back line. The more men you can send over with the overload by using the L1 button or the LB button will generate much more success for you to get into that box, and also play the pass into the box. Stop passing it around on the edge and waiting for everything all the time. If there's a pass that opens up for the striker, pounce on it. First time fake shot, drag back, scoop turn, whatever it may be, look for that near post. Nice and simple. Moving on to our next point, which is going to be super subs. Now, I haven't talked about this massively because it is very much not, everything suits everyone. You need to make sure that you've got some good subs on your bench. At this stage of the game, you can probably look at using red cards, like untradeable cards that you get from your rewards. They will probably be good enough. I have someone like Visca, I have Mane, and what I'm always constantly looking at in my red untradables or my subs, whoever it may be, is that I've got a winger who's just got pace, who's got just overall good round stats. They don't need to be the most best at finishing, but they need to be quick, agile, maybe a little bit of strength, skill moves, weak foot is always good as well, and just making sure that they can do that job for me. I will then also have someone that can play striker if I needed it. So say if you've got someone up front who's got 99 stamina, you probably don't need to sub him out, but if you have someone that's got less than that, then yes, you might want to have that super sub striker to come on. The key thing with the striker is though, they've got to be quick, they've got to have good strength, and they've got to have good finishing and composure. The last thing you want is to bring on Tommy in the 93rd minute and he gets in on goal and then he puts it wide or something. You don't want him messing it up. Make sure you've got someone with good stamina, good finishing and composure. Someone like Rashford, finishing and composure is a bit of a letdown on that card, so try and make sure that you have got someone with good finishing, good composure on that front. And then the last sub that I have as my third super sub will be someone that can come on at centre mid, but also can possibly play as a fullback. Someone like Atal here can do this fantastically, who's very versatile and can actually play in any position on the football pitch that you may want him to. So make sure that you've got those three subs, winger, striker, and a centre mid, but can go right back or left back. Maybe even centre back, depends on obviously if you get a red card or anything. But yeah, you can do that as well. And to answer the question, does bronze benching work? No, I only put 3 main subs on my bench and put the rest on for bronze for the simple fact, the quick sub option in game, it only recommends the gold cards. It doesn't recommend the bronze cards. I don't want to fill my bench with 7 gold cards because then it might offer me a centre back to come on when I don't need him to, or it might offer me a right mid to come on that I don't normally bring on off the bench anyway. So that's why I have the 3 main subs kind of on that front. And then the last and not least point, it's always going to be pretty much common for you guys, but I always go over it to make sure it's having multiple game plans, okay? Have an ultra defensive, a defensive, an attacking, and an ultra attacking game plan. These have got to be different formations or different tactics on them. So your ultra defensive might be 4-2-3-1, stay back while attacking on the right back and left back, come back on defence on the right attacking mid and left attacking mid, and then your defensive one might be 4-2-3-1, stay back while attacking on the fullbacks, but balanced on the right attacking mid and left attacking mid. A little bit of a different, you might have a different depth, a different width, a different, attacking style, possession or balance or long ball, whatever it may be. It's all about having that, the versatility there. So you might start with a defensive, and then when you 2-0 up, you might move to the ultra defensive in the 70th minute, and then if you're 2-1 down, you move to your attacking formation, which might be a 4-4-2, press on heavy touch, a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more of a chance of scoring, but not so much that you're leaving, you're wide open at the back. And then your ultra attacking will be, I'm 3-0 down, it's the 60th minute, I need goals and I need them now. I'm now going to go 3-5-2, 3-4-1-2, whatever it may be, and I'm going to go balls to the wall and try and make sure that I can grab the goals on that front. And that's kind of where you need to do it. A lot of you guys don't change up the tactics often, which I find really, really odd and confusing in the grand scheme of things, because you should look at doing it. At the end of the day, when I'm 3-0 down, I'll change to a 3 at the back and it catches the opponent off guard, and then they sit there and go, what's happened? And they've just been, flabbergasted. They don't understand why they've done it, because they've not changed anything to there. They've not reacted to the formation. If you are really, really struggling against someone, pause the game, go and look at what they're playing. If they're playing something unique, you probably need to change to it. If they're playing a 3-5-2, you might need to change up your play style. If you're a very quick attackish player, but they're playing something unique, you might need to slow it down a bit and use the width a little bit more, use the middle a little bit more. All depends on that individual scenario to kind of get there on that front. I hope that's kind of clarified it up for you. It is going to be a very big and sweaty weekend, so just enjoy it. Try and play when the servers are clean. What a joke. What a joker. Never going to be able to do that. But yeah, just try and have some fun, boys. Remember, it is the last biggest weekend. After this weekend, it gets a little bit more laid back. Not as many people, do kind of try hard as much. So you can have some more fun in the future weekends, I suppose, using some of the team of the season cards that we get. So I am looking forward to that. And that's kind of going to be it. If you have enjoyed the video, please let me know by dropping a like. You can subscribe to the channel. We do upload every single day, and we do stream over on twitch.tv/FIFA Analyst. If you are after any sneak gear, make sure you do use code FIFA Analyst at checkout. I'm currently on the strawberry watermelon cans, which is absolutely perfect. Much love, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Catch you all ones in the next one. Ta-ra.